Missy at least did all that, but she ain't feeling good. Peanuts kicking her.
It's all good. We wish Missy well. Hello, ISCP fans. Welcome to our little belated live episode here. Me and Frank just hanging out. How you doing?
Just like a couple of straight men, you know, hanging out with each other.
Oh, yeah. It's just chilling. Chilling on a Thursday night.
I don't know why I preface it that way. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
I never know. Okay, theme song, demonetization now.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm kidding. Oh, no. I came up with a new song for the theme song. Do you want to hear it?
As long as it's not going to get us kicked off and not going to, like, because now that we're live, YouTube will get you if you do something like this live, like that live.
Not if I play it myself.
Okay, yeah. If you play it on your guitar, I don't think they can do anything.
All righty. Ready to get this show on the road?
Yep.
It's a new theme song I'm coming up with on the fly. That's right. Yeah, I haven't practiced it at all. Ready? It's ISP. It's ISCP. It's ISCP. You and me, Jared and me, Jared and me. Journey me on ICP. Thank you.
Woo!
That is not really the new theme song.
Work in progress. Work in progress.
I just came up with it on the fly. That's all, you know. God damn this fucking chair. You know, she put this plastic down.
That's vulgar.
Oh yeah, we're live. I keep forgetting that part. I gotta cut that out in post. Cut that out as vulgar. Hey, at least it's like, you know, we're not streaming the race together, and I'm not freaking out.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine what it would have been like having you on for the second race on Sunday there.
What is what is everybody seeing? Just like from like here
to you're just seeing the middle of you gotta center yourself on the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out
it, and then you messed it up. Back a little bit. Right there. No. Just you see your own camera there. Just yeah.
Yes, I do. Is that better?
Yeah, closer. You're the other way a little bit.
Like that? No, wait. Oh, thank you, Krista. Oh, look who's on, Krista. What's up, Krista? Krista Nielsen, everybody. Let's give an applause to Krista. She finally made it. Yay! She is my iRacing buddy for 10 years now.
Nice.
Been racing with Krista for 10 years. Heck yeah. Back
on Facebook to get her to tune in.
Well, thank you for coming on, Krista. I appreciate it. I know I'm so talented. I know. I could play so many more better songs than that. Wait. Oh, thanks, Christina Tapia. I appreciate the face. Like, well, I mean it's a work in progress. I know it needs work. Oh, brother. Anyways, so hey, everybody. The Indy SportsCar Podcast. Missy's in bed because Peanut is kicking her. Yeah, he's not letting her. He's not letting her join the stream or join the show tonight because I keep saying he, but we don't know if it's a he or she yet. But we will the 20 in 9 days. 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, I had it right. 9 days. I'll find out, boy or girl.
That
Anyway.
is
No, healthy. Healthy. It's all that matters. So, yeah. So, anyways, so how are you, Jared?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Oh, but you tuned in from. Of course, you did. Mm-hmm. But I bet you if Joey Newgarden was here, Krista, you would tune in for him too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and that's how it's where it's going to stay.
I don't know. Everybody knows Missy is the main draw. We all know.
You kidding? I've been riding Missy's coattails on this show for 5 years. I'm not ashamed to say it. That's right. You see this hat? Hold on. No, I can't pick it up, so I'm just going to show people. Right? You see that hat right there?
Yeah, hold on.
Wait.
There you go.
Hey, I can spin it around. There we go. You see that hat? That hat is what I drank milk. Yeah, they gave us all that hat in pit lane at the Indy 500 2018, and I drank milk with Will's team with that hat on. Yep. And then you see it's hung over the Fuzzy's vodka Indy 500 bottle. Yeah, I have a whole.
Don't actually have one from that because Fuzzy's had one in that year that he won.
No.
Year of Fuzzy's involvement.
Well,
I have.
Yeah, that bottle I don't think came from.
I have the one you have there too, but I also have the one from, or maybe it was 17 was the last year of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, 18 was the AJ Foyt.
Yeah, actually, these are the ones I'm most proud of. Those two are those are the ones we were most proud of. Yeah, in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, that took us. We were media for the podcast for the series before we were media for the actual racetrack itself, which is hysterical. But whatever. We got there. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Being
Started
just
at the bottom, now we're here.
Being just a podcast.
Thank you. Thank you, COVID.
I would let Newgarden try to make me straight. The clean show, Krista. No, there's nothing dirty about that. Krista's a good egg, though. I like Krista. Krista's good people. And you know what? Krista wins more times than she loses. Unless I'm in the race, then she crashes every time without fail. I think the last race we were in, Krista will okay, now I'm having a two-way conversation with Krista and I. Screw you, Jared. Yeah. But no, honestly, on iRacing, so every single time Krista and I are in a race together, and it happens quite often because both of our iRating is anyway. But she wins almost every race that she races in if she finishes it. If she finishes it. The problem is I don't remember the last time she's finished a race. I was in there. But if you look at her stats are really impressive. Really, really, really impressive. But yeah, I remember the one time she took me out, and it was so funny, Jared, right? So I saved it and I videotaped it, and so then I sent her a DM saying, "Oh, what'd you do, Krista? Oh, what'd you do, Krista?" It was funny. It was good times though. I didn't hold anything against her. I mean, how many times I've taken people out on accident? It was never on purpose because I don't want the iRating, to go down. Why? So there you go.
Well, I will soon be able to play more, do more iRacing regularity. I will soon be able to finally complete building the desktop computer I started buying parts for about 3 months ago.
Almost at 2,000 IR now. Ooh, good for you. When was your last win? Today? Because I wasn't there.
Now I'll be able to finally be able to do more iRacing and not have to use my laptop. I'll just have, a nice desktop.
Right on.
And then I can get, because the plan is eventually get an Oculus to go with it.
Oh, you're going to do some VR, huh?
Oh, yeah. VR iRacing seems to be the only way to go.
Krista, do you do VR? I don't think you do. I don't personally. I just have the one screen in front of me. But
It seems like the best way.
like this is my POV of iRacing. See?
POV, you're a
Piece of garbage.
POG.
By the way, you need to turn your stream deck up. Yeah, see? Yeah, so there's my wheel. See, Kristen, now you get to see my wheel. And then there's my, I've got cars everywhere because I'm a child. Check it out. Record player, baby. Yep, record player. I didn't know how to use that freaking thing 2 weeks ago. I finally figured it out because I have one record. I have the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon record that they released in 2018, which is the original master that it was the first original master.
The repressing of the original.
No, if you let me finish, you you darn fine looking man. No, what they did is see the version that everybody's heard their entire lives is like version 4.0, say, right? I think I was in third the last race. We were together and I finished. Oh yeah, you did. Actually, you did win the last race we were in. That's right. But at any rate, yeah, so Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd released in 2016 just the vinyl of the first master draft of Dark Side of the Moon that they never released, because the one that they initially ended up releasing back in, I think it was 82, I want to say, don't quote me on the air, was like version 4.0. You know what I'm saying? This is version 1.0. So you hear a lot more, I guess, of you know how at the end of Breathe or Money, I mean, you hear people talking in the background answering questions. No, of course you don't.
I don't.
Well, there's a lot of Pink Floyd lovers out there that are hearing this.
Right. I didn't realize this was a Pink Floyd podcast.
Well, I just pointed to a record player. I wanted to there's an 8-track player in it too. And your camera froze, by the way. So I don't know if you need to, reset your camera.
I don't. Everything seems right on my end.
Do you see me? There you go. Now it's working. There you go.
Oh, well, that might just be your end. It
could be, but I have much better, internet than you. I don't know how to prove that. So at any rate, all right. So let's get down to brass. Yeah,
we had a lot of races last weekend.
We sure did, and we got a lot of races coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they're
no VR. Okay, so oh heck yeah, Krista, check out the 2016 vinyl. You can go to Walmart and buy it for $80, or go on wish.com and they're sold out. But they were $25. That's where I got it from. It's great. It's amazing. It's awesome. Krista, Krista, DM me later after the show, and maybe me and you jump on Skype, and I'll put the record on, and me and you can listen to a record together. Oh God, it'll be our date. And then and Missy won't get jealous, because yeah. So anyway, or you might get jealous. Whatever. Move on. So anyway, all right. So let's go to let's just talk about. You want to talk about MRTI first?
Yeah. I'm just.
Unfortunately, Missy's not here to butcher names. So.
Yep, I'm just pulling it up right here.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up as well.
I mean, it was relatively.
Well, we got Rob Howden
finish in USF 2000.
Yeah, we don't we have Rob Howden that to read off the finishing orders? Or no? Don't we have Will Power to? Wasn't Will Power going to come on and do finishing orders tonight for us?
I wasn't aware.
I thought he was.
If he was, nobody told me.
I'm just saying. Oh no, Graham Rahal was supposed to do it. That's it.
Yes.
Graham
This week,
Rahal. Yeah, we have
Graham Rahal Skyping into the show later. But yeah, USF 2000 looks like I don't like it. So first race here was won by Christian Rasmussen, followed by Josh Green and Eduardo Barrichello.
It's Barrichello. Come on now.
Barrichello, okay. Yeah, I don't have the phonetic guide with me.
It's okay. The phonetic guide's right up here, buddy. So I will correct you every step of the way. Let's go. Okay, Missy. Come on, Missy. You and Missy. You both are horrible.
Yeah.
And you do have that.
You do have the race knocked out.
You do have that slight Canadian drawl to you too, eh?
Well, I am from Michigan, so it is halfway to close enough to Canada.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was a pretty good race there for Jay Howard driver development. I mean, they had a running driver. They also finished 6th, 11th, and then 16th further down.
Where was the Cape drivers? Wow, one finished second to last. He must have
Cape second.
I see Cape second, 7th, and second to last.
Yeah, 2, 5th, 14th, and 19th.
Okay,
so, not bad for Cape.
Where was Hunter at?
Where was what?
Hunter. Or no. Hunter's in Indy Pro, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Second race was also Christian Rasmussen taken away. Cape Motorsports did round out the rest of the podium. Michael D. Orlando and Josh Green there. It's a lot cleaner, much cleaner race other than. I
heard of Peterson and Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah, getting together there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not getting together, but a little bit of some contact there, taking out a couple drivers.
Yeah, weren't they teammates? Teammates that took each other out, I think.
Yeah, exclusive auto sport.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 exclusive cars.
Hey, from your neck of the woods, eh?
Something like that, yeah.
Why do I keep sounding like I'm Australian? Is that Parker right there? What? Go back.
On the Indy Pro 2000 homepage.
Yeah, but there was a video. Play that video.
Oh, that says Kyle Kirkwood.
Oh, okay. It looked like Parker.
19 season highlight. Oh.
Parker's head's a lot rounder. You know he's getting fat. Have you noticed Parker getting fat?
I haven't seen him in him in person.
What?
I haven't seen him in person in a while.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen him. I haven't seen him in person since last year, but I've just noticed him in interviews. He's getting a bit pudgy.
Well, I'll have to. It'll be a story for the future. I mean, race number 1, Daniel Frost, Turn 3 Motorsport, with the win. That was interesting to note because he started dead last after winning the pole, failing tech inspection, being sent to the rear of the field, and then passed everybody to win. Passing Delvin DiFrancesco on the last lap.
Unreal. Great racing though. Great race.
That was I mean, that's how you got your weekend started, was with that Indy Pro action, and then in their second race later on in the day, Petrov with Juncos Racing. I mean, good day for Juncos Racing there in the second race, 1-2 with
Stingray Rob, all right,
and Daniel Frost there to round out the podium. That was
Daniel Frost from Singapore, huh?
Yeah.
There you go, Cash. You got a hometown boy in Indy Pro 2000, Cash. Cash is a faithful listener for many, 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 many years from Singapore. So just want to give him a shout out. Haven't gave Cash a shout out in a while. So there you go, Cash. We didn't forget about you.
Yeah, it was a good weekend to start the season for the Road to Indy. Glad to see them after such a long time off, and not to mention all of the teams that drove down to St. Pete, got unloaded. Some of them got on the track briefly, and then everything got shut down, and everybody had to go home.
You mentioned all that money lost, man. Good
Oh,
crap.
absolutely. That's just money.
I mean, from the teams to the drivers to the crews. I mean,
to the diesel for the semi trucks and everything.
yeah, I mean, like how much money you think was lost? How many millions just in
I mean, between I would say between all of them, there's got to be at least $5 to $10 million lost
easily.
between all the teams and Road Indy and IndyCar and the series and all that stuff. Yeah, it's
well, you know, I really hope they make it back with going back to St. Pete at the end of the year.
Yeah, I hope so. I've my travel's all booked. I'm hoping to get to go.
Yeah, and I was talking to Missy about it, and it's literally our last chance to go to a race before pop goes the weasel. So, yeah, I guess I mean, it is pretty concrete now since in 2 weeks we have a gender reveal party. Even though, her sister knows what the sex is of our child, but I don't, and neither does Missy. But they bought a cannon. I'm supposed to fire this cannon off, and it'll say boy or girl, and that's how we find out, which is kind of cool.
I thought it was supposed to shoot out like powder, like streamers or something. It'd be like pink or blue or gray if it's.
You could be right.
I mean, I would be afraid at this point to actually assign a gender already. How dare you?
Well, she keeps saying, well, what am I supposed to say? It? I can't call my child it. So that's why we've been calling him her. See, we keep saying him. So, and that's not me. That's her. She does it. So I'm just following her lead. So I guess it is what it is. Anyway, my point being is I didn't have a point. Go on, move on.
Yep, and then
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure I had a. Oh yeah, our point is, St. Peter's our last chance to go to a race before Missy and I become a mom and a dad. So, and I think after that, it's going to be really hard to get down to the tracks after that. So,
yeah, you're supposed to get some tannerite if you're going to do it right. And blow something up, Frank, with that cannon.
No, that's funny. Yeah, big giant work, a big giant work. Yeah, a big firework. No, Greg, I think Jared's right though. I think
Matt and I are right. How dare you assume your baby's gender?
I know. I will continue to call it until I know otherwise. You're right, Matt. Thank you, Matt and Jared. But anyway, I just want to shout out. Thank you, Greg, Matt, Krista, and is Christina still in there with us? I hope so. If not, she wasn't here. So thank you guys for joining our live streams. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. We're kind of trying something new this week, seeing about doing the podcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Next week we'll probably do YouTube and Periscope, just see how that goes. But I don't know. I seem to be getting a good turnout here with the Facebook, but we'll see. Well, it's telling you it's an evolving thing. It may pay for the other upgrade, and then we can just do them all at the same time. This goes over well.
Well, we don't have a Patreon because we don't ask money from anybody.
Yeah, I've never asked for money.
I never will, because we made a pact. This is honest. When we first started the show, we made a pact that. What time do you guys normally start? About 8 o'clock on Thursdays we normally start. But I was in a rush to get back, and a bit of a too rush, said the cop that pulled me over. So I didn't get a ticket, but I got a lecture on how speeding kills. And I'm going to guess that this cop didn't go down my pages and pages and pages of lists of wrecks and everything, because then he wouldn't have had to lecture me like that. Because I not that I've ever killed anybody, but I'm shocked that I haven't. Put it that way. Yep. In almost 3 years, I had 13 car accidents. So just saying.
Well, yeah, back to the IndyCar. They too had a couple races over the weekend.
Greg.
Their Road America, starting with their first race here. Big shocker at the winner, Scott Dixon.
I was so mad. You know what? Once again, another race that Will lost because of his pit crew.
And you're gonna say that on Quentin's birthday?
Well, I don't think I have never once seen. Okay, I will say this: I have never once seen Will lose a race because of Quentin. And for all that don't know, Quentin is the Will's fueler.
Yes, I know. I was just joking, but it is Quentin's
No,
birthday.
I'm telling everybody out there that doesn't know. You know,
Yeah, Quentin's an awesome guy.
I know you know Jared. We talk to him all the time. During a race, if we're at a race, during the race, the easiest way to spot Missy and I is over at Will's pit box, hanging out with Liz and her mom and all, and normally talking to Quentin during the race. And it's so then we all watch the race until, Quentin's got to fuel the car up and all that. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of great video that I was going through a lot of my videos for my GoPro and everything that's on my computer right here that my webcam's on top of, and I really need to start making some montages. So anyway, but yeah, so Yeah, Jared, and I gotta say, watching Road America on TV and being there live, man, it just made me sad. Miss hanging out with Marty and Kristen and you and watching the race there because there. I mean, other than having to walk uphill no matter where you go at that track.
Yeah, it's uphills both ways at Road America.
Oh, back in my day, Road America, yeah. But it's the truth, I swear. So yeah, it was fun to watch it on TV, and for every race, we always stream. We always stream on Hot Mic exclusively, or you think we're going to start doing it everywhere?
We'll do it. Still do it on the Hot Mic, but we'll also likely do it on Facebook or Periscope.
Right on. I'm telling you, man, Periscope's the biggest surprise to me as far as streaming goes. From doing the LIW, the TZ review every Tuesday night at 8 or at 10 p.m. Eastern. Shameless plug. But anyway, so every race that we are not at, we stream it, and we watch with you guys pretty much.
Yeah, we'll watch along with you guys. You're at home watching the race on TV, so are we. We're talking about it too.
Yeah.
We'll, the goal is to get some more guests. I believe we'll hopefully have Steve Wittich from Trackside Online.
That's not true, Matt. At least you get to be there often. I've never been to. Oh, really? You've never been to an IndyCar race, Krista? I keep telling you, let me know what race you want to go to, and I'll have tickets at will call waiting for you. I tell you this all the time. So you just need to let me know. If you want to
still have tickets for sale for Iowa this weekend.
They do. It's a doubleheader too. Doubleheader. Yes.
We'll get to that shortly. We do have last little bit here. The second race, probably the more exciting of the two races.
I slept through the whole thing.
On how you look at it. And I thought it was one of the best Road America races I've seen that they've had there.
Now, I just want to preface before you go into this. Now, for long-time listeners, you know that I've been saying this, and Greg, you can back me up on this. So, Muffin, haven't I said? Yeah, no, I mean Greg. I wasn't talking to you, Jared, even though
Mm-hmm.
I have many pet names for Jared. One is not Muffin, so don't worry, Greg. That's reserved for you. Anyway, I've said it for the last 4 years. I've been saying that Felix Rosenquist and Pato O'Ward are the most naturally like naturally phenom level talented racers in the world for the, at their age bracket, whatever. And if we could get Felix Rosenqvist and Pato O'Ward in IndyCar together, that the racing we're going to see out of those two, and add it to the already amazing racing we see out of IndyCar now, it's just going to make the on-track product that much better, And race number 2, it sounds like Frank is validated once again.
Well, let's push a little boundaries here.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say that Greg said, "Yep, I am on the money." Yep. So there you go.
Yep.
And Matt, same thing goes to you, buddy. You just let me know what race track you're closest to, and I'll make sure that there's tickets on Will Call for you.
All right. Well, let's because Frank, I don't think you haven't seen this yet, Frank. You haven't seen this, so let's get Frank's reaction here.
That wing is just blown off, but on the right, big crash, turn 1 car.
Oh no, Will, what'd you do? Will, what'd you do?
Rossi might have been involved as well, but this is a big crash to start. It was a really late start. That's
Jack Harvey and Connor Daly.
Connor Daly had the incident right away. Caution is out.
Oh no, Graham Rahal.
They were just amped up and ready.
As you crest the hill here at Road America, it's very difficult to see any further than about a couple of rows. I'm guessing that some guys on the radio might have been telling their drivers from pit lane spring green, and then people checked up perhaps.
Here we have the front end view. Hunter Ray just gets hit from behind on the brakes.
Oh, come on. That wasn't Will's fault.
For an avoidable contact. Will Power again.
Oh, come on, Will. That was definitely your fault. Oh, that was Felix's fault. That was a Felix takeout.
Will Power say at the start he was going to take it easy?
No, he didn't, Graham. Shut your mouth.
Easy and watch, but that was a massive hit.
Crazy.
I don't know, man.
That looked like Felix Rosenqvist to me.
Okay, where'd the first contact come from?
Okay, Will
knocks him off track, and when Graham tries to get back on the track, that's when he lost it.
Well, Graham should know better than to come back.
But that's not what he got penalized for. He got penalized for dumping Hunter Ray.
Well, not for nothing, but okay, rewind that real quick. Or are they going to have a better angle of this? Or will they? I don't think so.
I know.
I don't think there's another camera angle right there. Is there?
Late start. Full nerd. His wing is just flown off, but
on the right.
Big crash, turn 1 cars. Harvey's off. It looks like Rossi might have been involved.
I'm in denial. Yes, I am.
Late started. That's
Jack in the top 6 of the championship. Let's look for Connor Daly. Where is that US Air Force car? It's
Connor also rear-ended somebody on the start. It looked like an iRacing start.
Ready.
As you crest the hill here at Road America, very difficult to see
they real sure did.
further than about a couple of rows. I'm guessing that some guys on the radio might have been telling their drivers from pit lane, hey, green.
This is the view from Felix Rosenqvist. Look up ahead at the yellow and red car.
Dixon and Hunter Ray there.
Dixon, you see, that's all Will. There's the angle you were waiting for, Frank. Let's watch that again.
Rewind.
Dixon
okay.
Yeah.
Pause. Stop. All right. Who's that?
So just because Dixon made it around the outside doesn't mean Power's going to make it around the outside as well. He's not Eminem.
You didn't see that Power had a heck of a draft going on with Dixon, and then
so that means that he is entitled to the prime real estate on the outside of the corner.
Rewind, please, and I will narrate what's going on and shut your mouth.
I'm gonna do it this way. We'll go.
All right, I will let you know what I'm seeing. Okay, pause right now. Pause. All right, thank you. Right now, we got Hunter Ray in the middle. We got Power right
Name my
behind
illustrator.
Dixon. Right?
Yep.
We got Power behind Dixon. We got Hunter Ray in the middle. So there's about a 3-line groove. No, there's not. My point being is just picture a 3-wide long highway, right? Right now we're on board with who are we on board with? Felix? Yeah. We're on board with Felix. Felix, I would say he's in the right lane. Hunter Ray's in the middle, being left out to hang, and Power and Dixon are in the left lane.
On the outside of the corner. You have to remember this is a right-hand turn. They're on the outside.
Right. Now, as soon as Dixon clears Hunter Ray, you'll see Hunter Ray move up into. Hold on, Greg. He went yeah, okay, argy bargy. I love that. Anyway, I think Hunter Ray put himself in argy bargy territory. All right, let it play and watch Hunter Ray come up. See? You see? He tried to split the difference. That's not Will's fault. That's Hunter Ray's fault.
I have to agree with that, Krista, here.
You're talking about an iRacer with 200 IR who thinks I had a run. No, that's not what I'm saying. And, okay, fine. You're right. I will defend Will to the death. It's never Will's fault. All right, look, it was Will's fault, 100%. But didn't Will serve a penalty for that?
He did. He had to do the impending restart at the back of the field.
Now, I will say this about IndyCar race control. They let a lot go.
They do.
They let them race. Unless it's blatant. It's just blatantly someone's
got to do something about it.
Yeah, Will was definitely at fault for that. That was Will's fault. All right, see, hey, look, I said it, guys. I think Frank feels if he keeps talking, Will eventually. That's no. Well, I mean, no, I don't try to.
I mean, the start wasn't the best part of the race. It was the end. When watching Pato get chased down by Felix with the help of Connor Daly. After in race 1, Connor and Pato got together in what I call a racing incident. I don't place any blame, but it also dislocated Connor Daly's shoulder. So you have to think that somewhere in the back of his shoulder is some resentment.
His shoulder's not conscious, sir. Listen. I mean, Connor even said it when he came out of the when Connor came out of, we were watching together. When Connor came out of medic bay, when he came out of sick bay, because he's in Star Trek. Help me out here. What do they call it at the track? You're a journalist. You should know the name of the medical facilities at the track. What do they call that officially?
The Infield Care Center.
Thank you. Yes. When he came out of the
ICC.
Yes. When he came out of the ICC, yeah, you know me. Oh God, I suck. Anyway, my point being is Connor literally said it was his fault, that he thought he was past Pato, but he wasn't. Because Pato's much faster, but you know, that's neither here nor there. My point being is, Connor literally took the blame for that. Did he not? Did he not?
Yeah.
Well,
it was a racing incident. I place no blame anywhere. He had anybody would have made that move. He had the inside. It's not the best place to pass. That's for sure. But he was just about clear.
Just about, but
I know it was close.
Not enough.
Yeah. I'll defend Connor's move that led to that incident all day over Will's move. All day.
So what Connor did to hold up Pato in race 2 was totally unwarranted.
Well, no, he didn't hold them up. He at no point did Connor slow down and impede Pato. What he did was he drove behind him and applied a little bit of pressure, which then got into Pato's head. That's what he did. How is somebody behind you going to make you slower? And once Connor got by, he was never an issue. There was never a blue flag. There was never an overtake flag displayed to Connor.
Pato was in the lead, so Connor was getting his lap back. Of course he's allowed to do that.
Yeah, Connor was getting his lap back, but how is Connor trying to get his lap back going to slow down Pato, who is in front?
Well, if you're getting your lap back, that means you're obviously slower than the guy up front.
No, but that he only got past because he came out on cold tires, on cold sticker reds, versus Pato's used reds, who had already had another few laps on it. As soon as Connor's tire temps came up, he was instantly faster than Pato.
But
you didn't even watch a race. You slept through the whole thing. So I was one who was here on Hot Mic and on Facebook streaming with everybody, watching it live.
Truth be told, today, since last week, today, so has it been from last Friday to today, I have been in like the worst pain ever, man. Like my back has been killing me. And yeah, but I know. Cry me a river. What haven't I heard you say for the last? Yeah, I know. My point being is sometimes you can't sleep when you're in so much pain, and that's where I was at that point, man. I was in so much pain. Like, by the way, because Jared was on Way Off Topic Radio with me on every Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. You know, go on YouTube, just hit subscribe, wayofftopic.radio.com. I mean, just Way Off Topic Radio. But anyway, Jared was on with me, so if you guys want to check that out, I highly recommend it because Jared was on that fun.
Yeah, it was a interesting topic that we were talking about.
I don't remember it.
I'm scarred for life watching whales explode.
Yeah, thanks, Josh Farmer. We could all thank Josh Farmer for that. just go on YouTube and type in whales exploding.
No, don't. Please don't.
Or you can go on Way Off Topic Radio and watch us watch it. There you go. It's even better.
Yeah.
So my point being is this. My point, I don't know what my point was, but Connor, yeah, it sucks for Pato. Yeah,
and a lot of it came down to Pato's strategy. If he would have went out on sticker reds at the end, or even blacks,
I do not, Greg. Greg says
if he would have went out on blacks for his final stint, he would have been able to hold. I mean, he would have been slower than Connor for sure. Connor would have gotten right by him, but I don't think he would have, because he lost his tires at the end trying to hold off Connor to keep Connor from getting his lap back. I don't know why Pato ever even bothered with Connor.
Why would he care? Yeah, like what?
He did, and it may have cost him the race.
Look, I'm not saying Pato is like, a veteran at racing. Just because you're a natural phenom doesn't mean you know it all. But
right.
I'm sure Pato walked away from Road America this weekend.
And we'll see Pato on the top of the podium eventually.
Oh, heck yeah. A lot more than we'll see most people.
But we did get a new first-time winner. Felix Rosenquist finally got that monkey off his back after he almost came back last year in Mid-Ohio. And
that? Wow. That was
that was an insane battle with his teammate, Scott Dixon. Yeah. This time it was against Pato, and Felix was able to overcome a 6-second deficit with about 10 laps to go.
I believe I voted for best race between two teammates of the year. Yep, was Felix and Dixon at Mid Ohio.
Oh yeah, Krista might be right here that he might not have had any stickers left for Pato, which is very well possible. That would actually make a lot more sense.
Oh yeah, because why they
scuffed red versus scuffed blacks.
Well, how many reds did they did they only
They got
have
5 sets for the whole weekend.
Which, come on, Firestone, you got to bring more, man. You really.
We normally get 4 for a regular race week.
They should have had 8.
Give you 1 extra for the doubleheader.
Yeah, so they should have
8 qualify for both of them.
That's what I mean. You have to qualify. I mean, you're crazy for qualifying on blacks. Crazy. Yeah. I mean,
but it was.
You want to start last?
It was nice to see Rossi kind of get off the schneid and get on the podium there. Ericsson also had a good race. I mean, he started 16th, was able to finish 4th.
It's his first race, isn't it? Or no?
No, it's not his first race, but
no, you're right.
I mean, he's there. He's the 3rd Ganassi car, the Husky Chocolate.
We were talking about the same Ericsson that came from F1, right?
Yes. And then a couple of Frank's favorite drivers after that, Colton Herta and Santino. It was a really good weekend for Alex Palou. Finished 3rd, got his first IndyCar podium on Saturday in the first race, and then finished 7th in the second race.
And I am going to start a poll, so definitely, guys, go over to the Twitter. It's at ISCP Podcast. I'm going to start a poll. Who could dig a ditch faster? It's between Alex Plow, whatever you want to call him, which is funny, Chin digging a ditch Plow. It doesn't even match up. But anyway, but who could dig a ditch faster? Connor Daly or Alex Plow? Who do you think, Jared?
Probably Palou, because he could just use his chin to dig it.
So yeah. I mean, Connor Daly also has a great chin.
They do.
But, definitely Palou is. Yeah, I don't know. I just think he's very hot, very grumdiddlyumptious. I'm kidding. I always mess with Missy because I think Missy's in love with him. Anyway.
Well, and then coming up this weekend, one of our favorite tracks.
Right on, Matt.
Get to go to the infield of dreams.
Yep, Iowa, baby.
My favorite oval, not located in the state of Indiana. It's very sad to not be able to go.
Me too.
Tickets are still for sale. If it wasn't a 6.5 hour drive and I wasn't going to be hot miking the race, I might actually just say screw it and go buy tickets and sit up in the grandstands or in the Newton Club in the air conditioning.
There you go. I mean, honestly, man, I feel bad. I mean, but I'm glad that Missy and I kind of foreseen us not being able to be there this year, regardless of what was going to happen. We weren't going to make it. Because it's a really brutal drive for both of us.
Oh yeah, from where you guys are, unless you're flying, it's
21 hours, man. And it's 21 hours with, about the first 10 hours is mountains, and then going from mountains to corn for the next 12 hours.
Who doesn't love corn? It's everything.
And everywhere. They ain't kidding. I mean, Iowa corn. I mean, it's not just Iowa. It's, it's Ohio. It's Illinois. It's Indiana. Anyways, all right. So moving on to Iowa. Do you have the schedule down for qualifying and the race? Do you have that pulled up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just hanging.
Hold on. Matt wants to say corn bowls. I want to say thanks for getting me into another racing series because you should start following MotoGP and Moto America. Right on, right on. The more racing, the better. Definitely.
And so this weekend is the qualifying is going to be tomorrow. The practice will be on NBC Sports Gold. They get an hour and a half of practice at 2 p.m. Eastern time, so 1 o'clock at the track.
And just on NBC Gold, right?
Yep. And then at 5:30 Eastern is qualifying. That's live on Gold, but then it's going to be tape delayed to 7:30 on before to basically air right before the race at 8:30.
That makes sense. It makes sense, TV broadcasting wise, but I just hate the fact that you almost have to go, like Missy and I call it Twitter, going Twitter dark, because if you go onto Twitter, you're going to find out who got pulled and everything. So in that respect, I wish they didn't do it that way, but it is what it is. It's not hard to go Twitter dark for a few hours. It really isn't that hard. I mean, I start shaking, towards the end, but it's because I'm always on Twitter.
Trying to find. Oh, here it was. Let's slide that over here. And boom, there you guys go.
Yeah, qualifying is very different this week.
Yes, it is a interesting qualifying format. So it's a normal oval qualifying, 2 laps. However, everybody's first lap is grouped, and then everybody's second lap is grouped. So, and that will determine the grid for each race. So you go out there, you get one shot at it, and that determines your starting position for both races. So you got to strategize. Do you go all out on your first lap and screw the second one? Do you take it easy on the first and then try to hammer the second? Or do you just try to go balls to the wall for both of them and see what you do?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Finally got you. No, but seriously, I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
But, it's first time they've ever done it before. The press conference today, Mark Miles and Bobby Rahal, and Bobby Rahal said he didn't even really know about it until I think yesterday somebody told him about it, and he thinks it's pretty interesting. He wouldn't really go into the strategy so much, but
what's your thought?
You'll see a lot of different ways to do it.
Well, what's your thoughts, Josh or Jared? I'm sorry.
Josh, yep.
Sorry. I said Josh's name, and now it's all screwing me up.
But I'd still just go as fast as you can for both, because it's not like Iowa isn't a track where you can pass at. There's plenty of opportunities to pass. So if I had to start, you had to choose, like, either start first in one and 20th in the other, or 10th in both. I'll take 10th in both every time.
Yeah.
Just because it's the ability to move up and around at Iowa is a lot better than most road courses.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree with you. Okay. So, I really wish I was there, man. I love that track. I mean, Iowa is one of those tracks where, look, okay, yeah, the Indy 500 and the super speedways, yeah, I mean, that's IndyCar. Definitely need them for IndyCar. But that being said, the perfect oval for IndyCar to A, get great racing, and B, I mean, the cars look great with the road setup on them. Personally, I like the road setup more. And it's just, like a mile long oval, or what is it, 7/8? I think.
7/8 of a mile.
Yes, I thought. That being said, I mean, that oval right there, you might not think they can get a lot of speed going, but oh boy, can they get a lot of speed going. My goodness, and if your car's hooked up, you can dominate. And if it's not, man, you're just getting trained every other couple laps. You can really tell, what team got it right and what team got it very wrong.
Well, and one thing that actually IndyCar announced that they're doing, last weekend they tested a cooling device, like an air scoop that goes at the top of the halo, on top of the windscreen, that will funnel air into the cockpit. And they're mandating the use of that for the races this weekend because it's actually supposed to be pretty hot out there, and this will help get a lot more airflow into the cockpit.
Right. Yeah, was it? I had a question, but it doesn't really make any much sense to ask it. So, all right. So, is there anything you would do differently about this upcoming weekend, about how they have it set up?
I mean, you don't want to get. I would be fine with doing another qualifying for the Saturday race.
Yeah.
Just because, as far as I know, there's nothing else going on.
I was going to say, who's with them supporting them, right? I mean, ARC is finally gone. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anything. I can't remember who they're supporting.
I couldn't stand it when those cars were there. Oh, my God. I mean, I thought the old Indy Lights cars were annoying. Nah. ARCA cars are the most annoying, open header V8s I've ever heard. Ugh. Bunch of
I don't think anything is.
I don't think so either. So it almost makes you wonder, like, why?
Wait. ARCA is there on Saturday.
Oh, good. Well, you know what? They
have a 150 lap lunch race. 4:30.
The exact time.
It's called the Shore Lunch 150.
I get it. Anywho.
Yep. But it should be a good weekend. I don't know about
I need glasses. It was so bad.
My glasses. I forgot my glasses.
My teeth are dry, and my glasses are gone.
Well, let me see if we can.
Heat races. I didn't like that too much. I'm sorry, Greg. I gotta disagree with you there. Oh, Graham, how are you?
Oh, wrong one. Boo earns. That's the one issue I keep forgetting to fix on that.
Screwed that up.
Yep. Boo earns. Boo earns.
Cut that part out.
Well, I guess we should get into the our first guest for the night.
The first of two? Yeah.
Yeah, we might have a couple guests tonight. Let's see here.
Okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me 1 second, though.
You're gonna miss the guest. Hi, Graham.
I'm sad. I didn't do very well. All because of that wanker willpower.
You watch your mouth, sir. You don't want
that guy's a wanker.
You don't want me to have Tristan Vaultier come down here and tell you like it is, do you?
You know how tall I am? I'm like 7 foot tall in race car driver height.
That makes
I'm
no
a
sense.
giant.
You are a giant. I'll give you that. But
and I'm not just talking about my ego.
So Graham, what what do you think about so what did you think about the move that was put on you by Will?
Oh, he just knocked me right off the track, and I tried getting back on, and clearly I wasn't good enough to get back on the track because I then slid right into Felix Rosenqvist, surprisingly not even damaging his car at all.
Didn't he go on to win, I think, even?
Yeah, he did. He totally went on to win.
Yeah.
And normally when somebody hits me, what happens? I get sent into a concrete wall. It's all everybody else's fault. I take no responsibility for this. This is all Will Power's fault. Everybody else is responsible.
I hear a trend starting to emerge, Graham.
Yeah. You heard me.
Oh, okay, calm down. I don't want you to try to we just got on good terms finally. I don't want you to keep on, mouthing the word F you to me for the next 4 years again. So, we're cool, right? Right? Yes? No?
F you.
All right, you know what? I'm going to call up Tristan. You don't want me to get Tristan, do you?
Anyway. I'll whoop his butt.
Not well. Yes.
Have you seen my mustache? Is this not the most manly mustache you have ever seen in my life? You haven't seen any mustache as manly as what I've got.
I mean, it's so manly. You have two of them.
I mean, not even my dad could grow a mustache this good.
You know what? Yes, he can. He can.
Okay. Better. My dad is 10 times a man I could ever be. But
yes, he is. 10
times a driver too. Why do you think I married up in the driving world? My baby's gonna be better than your baby.
Well, I can't argue with you there. A Force and a Rahal. I mean, he's going to be a Force Hall or a Ray.
It's a Ray Force. It's a Ray Force.
A Ray Force. So what is your baby's name going to be?
Ray Force.
Ray Force Rahal?
Yeah. Ray Force Rahal - Force. We don't believe in labels.
A name is not a label.
Right, but shooting a cannon out, that's not a label.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, our the studio audience is enjoying this thoroughly. So
yeah. I still blame that pinball wizard Will Power. Guy's a real wanker.
Well, he can be, but he's also a great driver. I mean, you can't not say he's not.
Yeah, when he isn't knocking people off the track. Did you see what he did to Ryan Hunter-Reay?
Well,
pretty sure we just watched it earlier. You were just watching it. You can't defend that.
I can, and I did.
Okay. Well, at least what he did to me, that's all his fault. It's not my fault.
Well, Graham, the one thing you need to learn, Graham, is you need to look ahead and you need to be respectful and look ahead. And, you can't dwell in the past. You have to prepare for the future. So in this upcoming doubleheader in Iowa, do you think you have even the slightest chance at all?
Oh, yeah. I love ovals. We're really good at Iowa. Unless somebody else screws up. If somebody else makes a mistake, then we're going to lose. But if nobody makes any mistakes, because I don't make any mistakes, but if nobody makes any mistakes this weekend and Sato crashes, then we have a chance of winning.
Isn't Sato your teammate?
He is. But
now,
I'll wreck him if I have to. No attack, no chance.
But that might make your dad mad.
Nah, he doesn't care. He gets King Heroes money. That check cleared.
I sure am, Matthew. Okay, all right, fair enough. As long as the check clears, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. As long as that check doesn't bounce.
Not it bounced like
Because I would bounce that little Sato guy right out of here. Just pick him up over my shoulder.
Just like your wives to moving on. My next question I have for you, Graham, is what is it like to be compared to almost on the same level as Marco Andretti, just with a few more wins than him?
Oh, it's a great honor. I mean, just to be in the same breath as an Andretti. And I have as many Indy 500 wins as Marco does. And so I feel like I'm better than him in that regard.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm better than Mario Andretti.
I said Marco.
One Andretti, they're all the same to me.
That is true. Yeah. If you've seen one,
Michael, Marco, Mario, they all start with M's.
That's also true. I can't argue with you there. Yep. Graham, you never won a 500.
I won a whole lot.
No, you didn't. You never won a 500, Graham.
No. I've been pretty average at 500.
What is average to you, Graham, after the 500?
Average is anything that isn't first place.
So you've been,
or at least comes with a multiple $100,000 check. Give me that money. Ching, ching, ring the register. I'm really sad. I gotta go.
Yes, you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down with my really hot wife.
Well then, ching ching, ring the register because you're a lucky man.
That I am. All right, I gotta go. Click. Hey Frank, how's it going?
Oh, hey Jared, you just missed Graham?
Oh, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I was okay. Fair enough, dude. It was a great interview. Graham's out of his mind. He's a total dude. He's Looney Tunes.
I mean, can you blame him? You had to grow up under Bobby Rahal, he grew up in Ohio. That says everything right there. He grew up in, calls the state of Ohio home. Ohio sucks. There aren't a whole lot of states in this country that suck, but Ohio is one of them.
Well, New Jersey takes the cake, but right below that is
Florida. But New Jersey and Ohio, they're all up there.
Yeah, that's true. But it was great to have Graham come on and really share his true feelings about how average he is at the 500. Apparently,
yeah, maybe he'll get lucky. I mean, it's more about who the track picks than who the best Penske car is.
What? Who the track?
You remember the old adage that the track picks the winner?
No,
the racing guys themselves.
I mean, I've heard
the winner.
Okay, fair enough. Unless you're NASCAR, then they write in who's going to win beforehand, and then who's going to get into a fight beforehand, and all that. There wasn't any more.
Krista makes a great point. The Wright brothers built a plane just to get out of Ohio. That's how.
I thought the Wright brothers were from South Carolina. No.
I mean, they were in. Yeah.
No. Do not argue with the. Don't argue with the F-16 pilot. So she should know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I do believe we might actually have one more guest here.
Yeah, we have Neil Armstrong went to the moon. Yep. That's true. He's from Ohio.
Yeah, anything to get out of Ohio. Ohio State sucks.
Neil Armstrong went to the moon to get out of Ohio. That's so funny. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we have another guest. One more guest, right? Hey, it's Will. Hey, Will.
Oh, hey, mate. How's it going?
Oh, so good to see you, buddy. You should have heard all that S talk that Graham was talking about you, man.
Oh, that guy's a wanker, mate.
Will, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just practicing for Iowa.
You sound like a
Don't want to
pinball.
tell too much.
Sounds like a pinball machine.
What? I thought that isn't that how I drive? I just pinball around. Just all willy-nilly, argy-bargy.
Argy-bargy all over the place.
Argy-bargy. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I
was on the outside. Dixon had the run, and I just assumed that since Dixon is the best, that I could just totally follow the best and do whatever he did. And then Ryan Hunter-Reay was like, "No, mate, America's just gonna steal this spot from you." And then he ended up into the wall. That's all it was.
Well, what about Graham? I mean,
Graham, I kind of feel bad about. I really overshot that corner. I did not do a good job braking. I ran really, really narrow to that apex, and just kind of pushed him out of the way. You could say I Paul Tracy'd it a little bit.
You could say that.
Little chrome horn beep beep.
Nudge, nudge.
More like chrome sidewalls of my tires because I just ran right into good straight hip check.
Yeah, it's not hockey, Will. Not hockey at all.
Should be.
You're right.
I like more than one sport.
So
they did basketball. Why can't we do hockey racing?
It's because I'm all for it. I mean, but how are you going to fit in the car with all those pads on?
I already have a suit and a helmet. That's all I need.
I mean, that's all they wear, really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you, not they, you. I'm sorry.
The Hans device takes care of everything.
Who's Hans?
Hans Gruber.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Yep. That thing in L.A. Mm-hmm. So, moving on. So, how do you think you're going to do in Iowa this weekend, Will?
Well, I will probably win pole for both races. I'm going to be so fast on my first lap that they're just going to say, okay, well, the second lap, we'll just give them the same speed. I'm that good.
You are that good, Will. You are. Now, I mean, and the reason why I think you get pole so much is because your pit crew, because
the pit crew has so much to do during qualifying. They're not even timed.
They sit there.
They just go all willy-nilly and putting the tires on. It's all Roger. Roger's the one that tells me when to leave.
Indy Puck Racing. I love it, Krista. What do you think, Will? Indy Puck Racing?
So what? We're just gonna push a big puck around the track with our cars? Or am I gonna have to hold a stick out the window like playing polo with my Indy car? Because I would totally win pole at that too.
Of course you would. Of course you. If it involves a pole, I think you would win it at all.
Oh, I don't want to say too much about the poles, but I know a thing or two.
So how's Bo doing?
Oh, Bo, he's adorable. Got him driving that new little Will Power cart, little go-kart I got that I started a little business venture with my name.
Of course you did. Oh yeah, don't you sell shirts now?
Oh yeah, I sell some shirts. Got a couple of options on my website.
It's called a Double Birds.
Double Birds, sock caca.
Cut that part out.
Cut that part out.
Thank you, Chip. So, Missy is just texting me. She's saying that we have to start wrapping things up. Well, I'm sorry, but having a lot of fun with you. Having a lot of fun with you. Now, Will, would you like to give us predictions for this weekend, other than pole? Because you'll obviously
me on pole, me first place, me second place, and me third place.
Wow.
Newgarden can finish fourth. Simon can finish fifth. Or you just flip it around. Simon can finish fourth and Newgarden finish fifth. But I am standing on every single level of that podium. Have you seen the trophy that they give out at Iowa?
Oh, my God.
That trophy is the best. I tried eating the corn out of it one year.
I saw you, and then you broke a tooth.
Yeah, that didn't go over too well. The dentist was not pleased with that.
What happened to your accent?
I don't know. But I gotta go click.
And we're back.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Jared, did you have to go to the bathroom again?
Yeah, it was kind of an emergency. My girlfriend needed me upstairs.
We just had Will on. You missed it.
Oh, man. I haven't had a chance to ask him about his boat.
What about his boat?
I want to see if Liz has gotten any better at driving the boat.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, didn't she run over? She didn't run over.
No, she didn't run over, but I shamed her when she tried backing it into the dock. Apparently, women shouldn't be allowed to drive boats.
I didn't know you could back up a boat.
You didn't know a boat could go in reverse?
No, can it?
Yeah, you just spin the propeller in the opposite direction.
That's brilliant. That makes so much sense. Because it's angled, so when it goes that way, you go that way.
Yeah,
you go that way.
Pushes in one direction, then if you reverse it, it goes the opposite direction.
Polo puck. That's a good one, Chris. Will was watching way too much.
Indy puck racing. Yeah, it's combining two of my favorite sports, IndyCar and hockey.
Yeah. Your camera's frozen again there, Jared.
It shouldn't be.
I don't know why it keeps freezing, but the way it's frozen right now. Hold on, I need to get a screen share, a screen cap of that. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Weird.
Yeah, but the way it was frozen,
I might have to go to like a solo thing and then switch back. So.
Yeah, this is you for the last 10 seconds.
Oh, fun! I love that.
Yeah, but really great names for hockey and IndyCar together. We got.
So does that make Juan Pablo Montoya the goalie?
Oh, he'd have to be. I mean, he'd have to be. I mean, he'd take up the whole net. You kidding me?
Yeah.
He
just wants the kid to play goalie.
He's definitely Goldberg out there. There you go, my Mighty Ducks reference for you, Matt. Right? Well, Goldberg was the name of the goalie from.
Yes.
Even though he seemed like he was Latin in descent, his name's Goldberg. Whatever. Okay.
Either way, it's getting pretty late, and
Yep. We've already went past an hour. We normally keep this at an hour, but I would say this is about the funniest freaking show I've ever done. I've never laughed so much. Your Graham was good, man. Graham was good, but I think Will took the cake in in the best guest spot we've ever had here on the Indy SportsCar Podcast. I can't even plug that.
You had him. Oh, you had Will on. He was picking pole and stuff like we normally do.
You're right. Yeah, he picked pole and he picked winner, second, and third somehow.
Like the whole podium.
Yeah, pole and podium. Will Power.
Pole and podium. Sweet.
Yep. And he's gonna get all the
in Vegas. Make some cash money on that.
Yep. Cash money, bling bling from a cash register.
Yeah, ring the register.
As somebody likes to say, "Oh, Graham." Yep, Graham likes to say that. Apparently, who knew? So I don't know. And everybody in the chat right now, please pick your winner for pole and winner for the 2 races in Iowa.
And don't forget to set your IndyCar fantasy lineups too, twice.
Yep. I mean, we don't do that anymore. We used to, but definitely go on your favorite IndyCar fantasy sites or however you like to do it. Some people do it differently. At any rate, so Jared, who do you got for pole and win-win?
I'm probably gonna go Newgarden for the pole. Okay. And to win it this, I'm gonna go Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Ooh.
Just for the redemption. I mean, he's won there before. Yeah. The Andretti cars are typically pretty fast around Iowa, and he's due for some redemption after getting taken out by Will. So
yeah, but very true.
By the pinball wizard.
Hunter-Reay's been like a non-entity out there for like the last couple of years. He just had
he has like every once in a while. Like last year, he won one of the Belle Isle races. Like every once in a while he'll show up there and he'll show up for a weekend, but he's been consistently non-existent.
Yeah, he really has. But this year I've noticed something different, man. He's looked pretty good this year. Like he had some speed up until he got taken out. Like he looked good in the first race. Yep, it's very true. And so far we got from Greg, we have Pole, Felix, and then Pato, and Win, Ryan, and Scott. All right. Not too bad. Yeah. Ryan Hunter-Reay, Scott Dixon. I mean, not bad. I like it. By the way, Will, Graham also Graham didn't pick. It doesn't matter. I think he just probably picked who knows? Probably himself or his dad. Can you believe Graham said that he had a better mustache than his dad?
He really tried claiming that he had a better mustache than his dad. I have the poster, the Stars and Cars poster from the US 500 hanging in my office at work, and it's got Bobby Rahal, and that mustache is immaculate on that poster.
Plus the greatest glasses, too.
Oh, that's half of his face is the mustache and glasses. That was the best part of that period of the 90s was just the massive glasses. It was good times.
Yeah, it sure was, man. Love the 90s.
And I wanted to ask a question during the interview thing, the press conference, because I took the poster off my wall and moved it into the frame, into view of the camera, for my webcam on the press conference, and I just wanted to make some sort of comparison to so everybody, a lot of people saying that Iowa is IndyCar's Bristol. So what do you think about IndyCar's, what would be IndyCar's Michigan or something like that? Asking Bobby Rahal about it, because we all know how he feels about that topic.
Yeah.
He is a big fan of kart in the US 500.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't he one of the only drivers that went the way of kart, and when everybody else went the opposite direction?
Him and Al Unser Jr. Little Al went.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, I know.
Paul Tracy as well, when he was very young in his career. I know this because his face is like halfway down the list. They have like little pictures of all the drivers, and you can tell who the most popular ones are because they're the big ones at the top. Little Al, and then Bobby Rahal are the top two, and then about halfway down the list, I actually noticed, oh, hey, there's Paul Tracy.
And then a couple years later, it was Bourdais, and more Bourdais because everybody else
Where's
left.
Bourdais now?
Oh, he's in IMSA, just set out the pasture. Yeah, they sent him out the pasture. Now, who called that, by the way, the last 2 years? Who was calling that? This, in high school, I was voted boy most likely to predict the future of race car drivers. Just saying.
Okay.
So.
Well, I guess on that note,
time. So Gregory, and then Krista, her fantasies are X-rated and involve Newgard and also Graham's wife. Nice, right on. Same here, Krista. Yep. So, and Matt, do you have a poll? Can we vote on poll? And
yeah, there's no poll. Just type it into chat.
No poll, Matt. Just throw it out there, man. Poll and winner. Throw it out there, and we'll and Chris will like that. So yep. Yeah. Me personally, I think Pato is going to get the poll. I think Pato's going to get the poll for Iowa.
Another poll for Pato.
Yeah, that's right. And one out of the two winners will be Pato, Retribution. Right now, the other one, I'm going to say it's going to be a McLaren sweep, and Ollie's going to get his first win at Iowa. That's right. That's what I'm calling.
That would be good. I'm all for drivers getting their first wins, especially at something like Iowa, as physically demanding, as hard as that track is on you. Doubleheader. If you can go out there and get your first career win there, whew, that says something.
I'm telling you. Hey, I mean, Max Chilton won a Iowa race in an Indy Lights car, so it is possible.
It is possible.
I mean, he ain't going to do it in an Indy car or anything, but he did do it in Indy Lights.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess on that note.
Oh, hold on.
Oh God.
Krista, Paul, Joseph, and Ferrucci. All right. Well, what about winner? I wanted to update you on my IndyCar application. Oh, right on, man. All right. DM me later on after the show, buddy, and I'll see what I can do. And all right, and we need a winner, Krista. And Matt, we need a poll, and
said Ferrucci would win.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, there's two races though.
Oh yeah,
the doubleheader, Krista. So
yeah, it's all one qualifying.
Well, trust me, it's going to be Joseph and Ferrucci. Trust me. All right, so yeah, because Joseph Newgarden's her favorite driver. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And favorite, male of the species of males. So there you go.
Well, you better hurry because he's about to. He may already be off the mark.
No. What? It's okay.
Pretty sure he's getting married.
Oh, she doesn't care. She'll.
Oh, okay. Well, if that doesn't matter, then I guess that doesn't matter.
It's all good.
Okay. It was a 2 for polls, so Newgarden and Ferrucci each getting a poll.
Okay.
So, okay.
All right. So, how about winners there, Krista? So, anyway, just want to thank everybody who came in on the live broadcasts. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we're not normally this late. We try to be on around 8 o'clock, and Chris, it'd be Simon Pagano, his Newgarden's teammate, that is not Will. Hard to forget that Simon is
Simon.
there.
Yep.
You French. Maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe next week Frenchie will be on. We can get Simon on the show.
I would love to have Simon on the show. But we definitely got, we have to wait for Missy to be on the show for Simon to come on because she likes Simon a lot.
Yeah.
Simon I think is one of those rare drivers that I don't think anybody can ever have anything bad to say about the guy. I mean,
really nice guy.
I mean, just look at
for the French.
Yeah, I mean, just look at him last week. Was it race 1 where he raced Pato with plenty of respect, and then Pato didn't show much back the next lap. I was like, oh boy, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Racing's racing, right? So anyway,
Chris said she got Simon and then Dixon as the 2 winners.
Okay, fair enough. Can't argue with you there. Not at all. Alrighty. All right. So, I guess if there's no more, was there any news or anything that came up that you wanted to go over there? Oh, okay. There you go, Matt. Okay, Matt's got polls. Race 1, Hunter Ray, and race 2, SQ. Okay. All right. And how about the winners? Oh, definitely. Thank you for coming on, Krista. Really. We definitely had fun interacting with you guys. And please, if you're listening to this and, you weren't on live with us, we're going to be on plenty of platforms. Just go to the Twitter and check it out at ISCP Podcast, or you can. And also definitely follow Jared where?
At Jada Powell, like you see there on the screen.
There, right there. Well, I mean, I'm talking to people who aren't, watching the stream right now.
Oh yeah, at Jada Powell.
Yeah, and that's JDEPOUW. But just go head on over to ISCP Podcast.
If you're following the ISCP page, you'll see in the bio. It's got a link to my Twitter.
Yep. Okay, then we got the winners. Race 1. Is that
Hunter Ray and then
Ray and Dixon. Okay, fair enough. You know what? Can't argue with it. I'm really hoping for big things out of Hunter Ray because I like Hunter Ray a lot. He almost ran me over with his blinged out golf cart at Road Atlanta 1 year at the Petit Le Mans. So yeah.
Oh, the ape tit.
Huh?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Ape tit lemons.
Yep. Ape tip lemons. Yep. I'll be racing soon. Yep. I'll see you on track, Krista. Probably.
Yep. Once I get my desktop built, I'll be able to get on iRacing like all the time.
Yeah, and Krista, definitely check out the USF 2000 car. Man, what a lot of fun!
Yes.
And it's at Lime Rock this week. So, yeah, I know. Lime Rock Classic too. And if anybody is near Connecticut, in the Lime Rock area, near Connecticut, and you haven't watched a race at Lime Rock like proper, definitely check it out because Lime Rock is probably one of the most beautiful tracks I've ever been to. Love it.
It's not even that big.
Oh, it's so small, but I mean it's a great track. No matter where you're at, it's just someplace good. So definitely. And Ovechkin almost ran me over in DC. Oh, you should have, and then you should have ran him over like for reals. I can't stand that guy. Anyways, all right. So thanks everybody for coming on. Thanks everybody for listening. And check us
out this weekend.
Yeah,
we'll be here all weekend for all the races.
Definitely. And I would say on that note, Jared.
You know that I know that Frank. Well, let's put this back up here. Frank knows nothing. And thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week or this weekend.